Thank you.
Good morning, inspired, being informed, listening to us only on the morning drive. Make it a date with the vibe and Martin Refine should be AKA Lady B and Meta from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. on the morning drive.
Io di fare del mangiare americani, non so se hanno un basso di economy, they want to 3.5 n'oge newspaper headline. Tata n'ọbụ Friday, mkpụrụ ụbọchị anọ n'ime ọnwa Nọvemba 2022, otu nkeji ka o jikọta elekere asaa. N'oge anyị ji akọpụtara gị ihe dị n'akwụkwọ akụkọ dị iche iche newspaper headlines. Ma tupu anyị aga n'ihu ekọpụtara gị nke ahụ, ka anyị gaa zie ozi anyị achịta azụ anyị agbapụ ya ọsọ ka ịkọpụtara gị ihe na ya bụ akwụkwọ akụkọ anyị jikọta n'ịgakwara ebe ije anyị na-anachite azụ. Dịka dị David Obenyo, ọ na-anọte aka bifo ọbata.
Do you know to political broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and write to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asoko, Abuja, or say via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Kapitano novo nosso desenvolvimento da matriz conforme que identificação do n'oge newspaper headlines ọtụtụ Friday. Anyị ji ọtụtụ akwụkwọ akụkọ wee kpata ihe dịka Daily Trust, Vanguard, This Day, Sun, Tribune, Premium Times, Guardian, Punch, yana Nation. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ iso na anyị ma nweta anyị online, kaba ka esi anyị na mixlr.com/gistfm. I'm not the live. My Facebook page anyị bụ @ebenadi103.5fm. Daniel zitere anyị ozi na SMS nakwa na WhatsApp bụ 08096661035. Aha m bụ Ivan.
And I'm Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper. Anambra police charged 4 suspects to court for sexually abusing 13-year-old girl. Lagos courts remands businessman over alleged 58.5 million naira fraud. Kogi to spend 33 million naira on road electricity projects in 3 communities. Kogi to spend 33 million naira on road electricity projects in 3 communities. Federal government budgets 7.20 billion naira for facilities maintenance in State House, 1.96 billion naira for vehicle purchase. Stop backing infrastructure loans with natural resources. Adesina warns African government. After Emirates, more airlines to quit over $500 million trapped funds. After Emirates, more airlines to quit over $500 million trapped funds. Months after Kuje jail attack, Buhari's comprehensive report yet to surface. Kanu police confirms strangulation of kidnapped 5-year-old child to death. Northern Group urges Buhari to sack Emefiele team over Naira redesign. Coalition of United Political Party, Tinubu hail Obasanjo as parties announce ceasefire in Ethiopian civil war. Fashoranti makes U-turn, says Adebanjo remains Afenifere leader. Onyema seeks speedy hearing in Ekweremado's Senate seat case. National Emergency Management Agency takes delivery of medical donation worth 500 million naira from charity organization. Why Tinubu's Hope Renewal Manifesto is unique, says Babayo. Federal government inaugurates Committee on Flood Disaster Prevention. Alleged money laundering, EFCC to rearrange ex-Lagos Attorney General Shasho. Nigeria Red Cross Society launches 13 million emergency appeal for flood victims. Lagos APC remains unbeatable. Tinubu. COVID-19 again. National Primary Health Care Development Agency appeals to Nigerians to get vaccinated. Afenifere, I remain leader, says Adebanjo as Fashoranti returns. 2023, PDP asks court to sack all APC candidates. Adamu led National Working Committee. World Health Organization alerts to circulation of 8 tainted baby syrups. Obaseki dismisses CBN's planned Naira redesign as political. And lastly, 14 die as bandits, vigilantes clash in Niger.
The Mana Daily Trust, illegal mining. Police now date with 3 trucks of Mado in Kwara. Buhari commissions Nigeria-Cameroon joint border post bridge. Immigration arrests suspects with 29 cartons of hard drugs at Jigawa border. Real reason EFCC arrested some real the change operators. Naira redesign. 3 governors under our radar over stashed cash. EFCC chair. How Bauchi ex-commissioner caused his friend's death. Badagry local government chair mourns Ajara monarch. 500,000 residents received COVID-19 vaccine in Cross River. 2 charged with threat to kill co-tenant. Jungle Justice. Again, youth set ablaze motorcycle thief in Jos. 2 charged with the threat to kill co-tenant. Investment scammer remanded in Kwara. Bayelsa father injures 9-year-old son for finishing soup. Federal Capital Territory case empower 5,054 residents with business grants. Kano, 15 killed in fire incidents in October. Hajj 2022, 1,046 Kaduna pilgrims get 147 million naira refund. Group laments under reporting of bandits attacks in Kaduna community. Landlords in Ogun community dismantle shops after accident. Banditry. 15 Abuja communities face food shortage. Over 25,000 women to participate in 2022 Lagos Women's Run. Organizers. Man shoots neighbor dead while aiming at wife's lover in Para. COP27. Africa at the Climate Change Summit. Tinubu seeks to strangle the North. Poisonous cough syrup. A call to NAFDAC for action. The imperative of a Tinubu presidency. Prevention of measles, meningitis in Federal Capital Territory. The president Nigeria needs. Air safety. Aircraft insurance drops by about 75% in Nigeria. Customs seizes 404 million naira goods in 6 months. Nigeria's non-oil export rises by 62% to $2.59 billion in 1 year. We are not against salary increase for all workers, but RMAFC boss. FCMB rallies operators to diversify, boost economy. Farah saves 3.9 billion naira on consultancy fees. Why Emirates suspended Nigeria flights indefinitely. African administrators harp on improved taxation. PNID saga, Nigeria to get new procurement scheme. BPP, Pearl Awards for capital market returns 2 years after. Why most oil filters can't go more than 3,000 kilometers. Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority moves to review civil aviation policy 9 years after. GAC assembly plant explores EV CNG-powered vehicles. 68 Gombe youths trained to curb fake news. Sahara Group, Unilab floats School of Innovation. Federal government empowers 338 youths in North Central Zone. 25 young creatives win big at MTN Art Festival final. APC should be holding apology rallies, not campaigns. Utomi rejects Kano APC's reckless politicians. NNPP urges voters. Wike inaugurates 100,000 SAs on political affairs. Ogun governor stopped monarchs from hosting our governorship candidates. ADC alleges. INEC chair to Rex, done government houses. Atiku Wike feud. Can Okowa deliver SAR? Court sack, Court sacks Kwara APC reps, declares opponents winner. Ganduje remains my leader. I didn't threaten him. Dogowa. A man needs to be self-reliant to fight corruption. Al-Zahar, Imam. Pope Francis co-chair Muslim Elders Council meetings in Bahrain. Newcastle severe ties with Chinese city over treatment of Uyghur Muslims. Indonesia's imam are doing their bit for the environment. Federal government to fund Kaduna Canal, other rail projects with Chinese, Portuguese, Turkish loans. The importance of civil language in the campaigns. 36 Lions boss, GAFA, bag Africa Achiever Award. Nigeria may lose 2022 ECOWAS traditional wrestling hosting rights. Nigeria Golf Federation set to unveil World Handicap System. Unbeaten Canopilla, Safety Babies win 2022 Premier League. 2023 Autumn snubs article says Obi has capacity to make things work. Landmine kills villagers in Kaduna. ADC Ogun governor threatening monarchs not to receive our candidates. Southeast Makaban congratulates Ngelzema-led tension as court adjourns ruling on Kaduna APC primaries. Wike inaugurates 100,000 special assistance on political units. Terror alert. Military raids village. Military raids Abuja illegal mining site. Now 60 suspects. Dogowa. Ganduje remains my leader. I didn't threaten him. Or alleged forgery. APC candidates didn't attach school certificates, says INEC. INEC chairman swears a new Rex bars them from government house. Trapped funds. Emirates suspends Nigeria flights indefinitely. Sanwo-Olu chairs Lagos APC 136 campaign council. Baja, Fashola made list. I never said Adebanjo is no longer acting leader of Afenifere, Pa Fashoranti. Tinubu kicks off campaign.
And now we move over to the Punch newspaper. Lagos to deepen epidemic emergency response system. States seeks more funding for COVID-19 vaccination. National Emergency Management Agency seeks special budgetary allocation for flood victims. Lagos urges toilet operators to end open defecation. Our community projects will prevent flooding. RCCG. Afenifere senior chiefs to settle Ashoranti Adebanjo Row. US-based Nigerian researcher receives grant award. Federal government plans nationwide fuel pipelines concession. Wike revokes Atiku campaign chairman's plot. Stop harassing, extorting residents, Sanwo-Olu tells officers. ASU summons NEC meeting over half salary. Nigerian-born woman Azubike becomes US Army general. 9 die in Ebonyi crash. Federal Road Safety Corps blames overtaking. Women in management, business, and public service says more women needed in governance, politics. Reps summon armed forces for shunning locally made ammunition. Reps summon armed forces for shunning locally made ammunition. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency intercepts 420 billion naira drugs. Mawa seeks personnel's protection. IPOB confident as Kano heads to Supreme Court. Buhari commissions Nigerian-Cameroon joint border post bridge. Tinubu amends timetable just to host first rally. Kidnappers demand 5 million naira to free Plateau ex-corp. Another. Ogun PDP kicks as faction expels Adebutu. Others. Africa facing crisis with climate adaptation funding. Report. Makinde presents 310 billion naira budget for 2023. Federal government paid professors 121,000 half salaries. ASU. Federal government paid professors 121,000 naira half salaries. ASU. Salaries. Gombe ASU vows to withhold students' results. Federal system puts internal security at risk. Obaseki. Drama as federal government clears medical lecturers' salary backlog. Gombe bans night grazing, cattle movement. Policemen flee as gunmen kidnap 9 Rivers passengers. Trapped funds. Emirates suspends flights to Nigeria indefinitely. Bayelsa not among 10 most flooded hit states. Minister. And still on the stories in the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Nigerian hospital gets US grant for cancer research. Federal government pays ASU half salaries for October. Oyebanji presents 113.5 billion naira budget to Ekiti Assembly. Rivers teachers decry hardship, demand 6-year unpaid salaries. I will tackle Kogi flooding, Tinubu promises. Gombe PDP shifting dumps party. Estate valuers harp on ethical code. Gombe governor proposes 173.6 billion naira budget for 2023. Glencore to pay 280 million pounds over Africa oil bribes. Obasanjo, a Democrat, peacemaker, coalition of united political parties. Terrorists kill 2, abduct scores in Zamfara. Energy firm bribing Nigerians. Prosecutors tell UK court. Fresh protest in Iran as another team killed. Pakistan ex-PM Imran Khan shot during protest. INEC swears in 19 newly appointed RECs, resident electoral commissioners. 2 arraigned over alleged defamation post on Ganduje. 6 Gombe core members to repeat service year. PDP campaign group woes Southeast voters for Atiku. PDP campaign group woes Southeast voters for Atiku. And lastly, Senior Staff Association of Nigerian University knocks 9 states over non-payment of salaries.
Vanguard newspaper. Why my father paid £3 million to rent super yacht for free. DJ Copy. Flood displaces 19 million children in Nigeria. 4 others. Behold, hypercars will speed price of aircraft. CBN's Naira redesign policy, political opacity. 28 oil communities threatening to shut down ND Western operation in OML 34. Ezike, Ayoko, Imo elders pay tribute to Mbazulike Amici. 72 billion naira Abuja Airport second runway will begin in 6 months. Federal government. Anglican Bishop IPOB sad over dismantling of Eastern Rail lines. Nnamdi Kanu takes federal government to Supreme Court seeks release from detention. Bayelsa not among 10 most flood-hit states. Humanitarian minister. I lost my entire family serving 29 days on death row. 61-year-old driver. 2 props, 28 others who want to be Yabatek rector. Governor Sule expresses shock over Naira's fall against dollar. Drug barons killing our operatives. Mawa raises alarm. Osun election petition. Tribunal accepts Beaver's reports alleging overvoting. Afenifere, Fashoranti recounts, says Adebanjo's acting leader. Financial literacy crucial to closing financial exclusion gap. 9 ESD strike. ASU raises eyebrow over selective payments of medical lecturers' salaries. 2023 budget. Project with loans. Federal government bears snaps. Foreign capital inflow to production sector up 83% to $457.7 million. New Naira notes. Access Bank provides alternative channels for cash deposits. Corporate bond listing on Nigeria Exchange rises 166% to 176 in Q3 2022. Reps express displeasure with security agencies for not patronizing Bitcoin. Terrorism. 7 African countries seek top-level intelligence training from Nigeria. Alleged incident premature death. Ondomola. Family members escape death as youth protest. PwC responds to emerging challenges, creates new opportunities for Nigeria. Others. Landmines kill 2 in Kaduna. NIW President Ekebiri speaks on unwielding technology. Nigeria Exchange deliberates financial for exponential growth in capital markets. JVA Foreign Affairs Minister, Chinese envoy tour GAC assembly plant. With me as president, you will get your dues. Tinubu assures Kogi people. Pensions Board clears arrears of minimum wage to retired soldiers. 2025 targets. Lagos declares zero tolerance to open defecation. 2022 Istanbul Marathon. South Africa athletes to raise awareness funds for autism in Nigeria.
And now we move over to the Nation newspaper. Alleged P&ID scam. Shorty begs for more time to produce Britain fugitive in court. BOITF. Others defend 2023 budget proposals before Senate committee. Manufacturers can benefit from designs, says experts. Alert, adversary, and pandemonium. Crash of the home girl. Tearing the fabric of PDP in Zamfara. As America votes. Sanwo-Olu wants law against harassment, extortion. Center advises youth on career. FEM rewards quiz winner with 18.6 million naira. Government should be proactive in addressing internally displaced persons. Wike inaugurates 100,000 special assistants. ASU kicks as federal government pays lecturers for 15 days work in October. Kanu to Supreme Court. Set aside stay of his judgment. Kanu to Supreme Court. Set aside stay of execution judgment. Obi campaign group alleges freezing of bank account. Emirates Airlines halts flights to Nigeria over trapped funds. And lastly, 2023, Makinde presents 310 billion naira appropriation bill to Oyo Assembly.
Now, this day newspaper. Tinubu pledges to tackle perennial flooding in Kogi, Benue State. Agro Cargo Airport open to turn sub of $800 million SARS today. Remove sex education from basic curriculum. Federal government towards NARDC. Kiari, Nigeria leading Africa's drive for investment. Glencore fined $313 million for bribing NNPC officials. Others. Adesina calls for transparency in public loan management. 113 days to 2023 polls. INEC reiterates loyalty to Nigeria. Emirates suspend flights to Nigeria indefinitely. Federal government approves 48.5 billion naira contract for urgent repairs of roads. Court affirms Agoti Uduaran as Kogi Central Senatorial. Tinubu pledges to tackle perennial flooding in Kogi, remove sex education from basic curriculum, 2023 budget. State House to spend 7.2 billion naira on facilities. Buhari canvasses good neighborliness among Africans. Ashanti denies his alleged removal as Afenifere. Adebanjo to Nigerians, you will suffer if you vote for Tinubu. Despite funding irrelevance for attention, Wike owes. Ex-Mark partners telling bank to increase crop yield ratio. Crisis over Olotus 2 as Remi Tinubu allegedly imposes aid. BASL, Labour resolve dispute, recalls sacked workers. Okowa inaugurates PDP campaign council. Banditry on the rise in Niger communities. Police order arrest, prosecution of female genital mutilation. UNICEF, over 14 million children in Nigeria face acute. Imo launches industrial policy set for business. How PwC delivered transformative impact. National Population Commission launches online e-recruitment portal for 2023. Abia pensioners protest 45 months unpaid. Budget defense. House committee promises improved. Lagos APC inaugurates campaign committee. Start-up Act. Abdul Nahi calls for amendments to include youth. Gombe governor proposes 173.697 billion naira budget for 2023. $6 billion Mandela project arrest all power minister from 2017. NIESB tasks new members on professionalism. Zanoza Entertainment on 10DR Esports. Others. Toki Anifawushe, the Nigerian-American multifaceted creative. Federal government. Federal government pays university lecturers half salary. Buhari congratulates Otedola at 60. The Kano challenges stay of execution order at Supreme Court. Federal government inaugurates committee on flood prevention disaster. Atiku, cabal won't run my government. Federal government targeting Chinese, Portuguese, Turkish loan. Kwara IRS debunks report says agency will not be distracted. Ugochinyere hails federal government withdrawal of charges. Federal government, Jigawa, not Bayelsa, is most flood-hit state. SSANU urges federal government to meet terms on strike suspension. Amnesty Administrator Tom Polo discusses future of art. Nigerian youths challenged to participate actively in politics. Zamfara PDP chairman slumps, dies. Ugwanye's classmates hail his humility 35 years after. Tejo shot fire. 1,200 artisans rendered jobless, says NEMA. I digest your I like to translate and I don't really put the handles of the
gbasee amana ya. Ọnọdụ ihe obodo anyị dị iche iche n'ala anyị abụrụgo nke na-eme anyị echeta ebewe, mana olileanya ka dị maka na osisi adịba mma ọ dịrị gaba. Ngozi obodo bụ mmemme ga-emepe anyị anya dịrị gaba. Ngozi obodo bụ mmemme ga-emepe anyị anya n'ụzọ kwesịrị ekwesị anyị ga-esi wee leba anya n'ihe dị iche iche gbasatara ngozi na nhazi obodo anyị. Ka Tuesday ọbụla n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM ma ọ kụọ elekere 5 nke mgbede. Ngozi obodo bụ ọrụ dịịrị mụ na gị.
Rival Sanctuary International Mbuke Village, Romanati Newatala Newspaper Hour, Since onye nke Chineke ekere mmanụ bụ Reverend Emmanuel Mark na Malaysia. Ọ ga na-abịara gị otu ụbọchị Satọde ọbụla ma ọ kụọ elekere asatọ nke uhuruchi gaje n'ọkụ elekere itoolu. Bịa ka isonyere Reverend Emmanuel Mark mgbe ka na-egbuwa okwu Chineke nke si ike na ọkụ na ebube wee na-abịa ịnapụta ndị niile ndị ekere agbụ n'oge Liberation Hour. Cheta ọ ga na-abịa nnapụta ndị niile ndị ekere agbụ n'oge Liberation Hour. Cheta ọ ga na-abịara gị otu ụbọchị Satọde ọbụla ma ọ kụọ elekere asatọ nke uhuruchi wee gaje n'ọkụ elekere itoolu nke uhuruchi. Gị na ezinụlọ gị ya ụlọnụrụ okwu Chineke a na-akụzi mmiri. Liberation Hour. Liberation Hour, okwu Chineke ga-etiti gị awa ma ọkụkwa ndị niile nọ n'agbụ.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political Views is a program that will be coming to you at Ebona, the 103 FM with Martin Epan every Monday by 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and every Saturday by 10 o'clock a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process, views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to everyone at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GFM every Monday and Friday. What are your political views?
Are you looking for a way to tell the world about your products and services? Search no more. Come to Ebona FM 103.5 Ogidi Anambra State. Let's tell the world at large about that your services and products. And you want your business speed up with an unimaginable speed as they call Ebona FM, your short log for advertising businesses. Before you know from card they can tap. Hey, but I'm not going to get some of them. I could come down to even a big rose, even if you are there for Cora. Now, to say good, I did the road, where not traffic on us. So now to send to Hannah to come to Love Bike Bread. I see people, Love Bike about it after Raka Women. Use your tackling to go to the Love Bike Bread. And when you pull you, your Tata, age of an handshake. Hey, people now, the TV, Love Bike Bread. Maka na obere na obere Love Bite ọ dịghị ka Love Bite. Love Bite bread bụ naanị 800 naira n'oge ahịa bread niile dị na Naịjirịa. Maka mkpịsị aka ajụjụ na ndụmọdụ kpọtụrụ anyị n'igwe okwu 08149828254. Love Bite bread maka ọdịmma Naịjirịa.
Casolana, newspaper headlines. Any time of your life, can ask everyone 103.5 FM at Facebook page level. stream online na mixlr.com/gistfm. Zipuna now on our SMS or on our WhatsApp number 080-9666-1034.
Let's get started. Let's continue with the Premium Times. Drug war. Sniffer dogs cost $20,000. We need more. Mawa tells lawmakers. 2023, INEC swears in new recs, one against relationships with politicians. Hashtag COP27. Research identifies capacity of Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia to meet climate change pledges. Glencore fined record £281 million for bribery in Nigeria, other African countries. Minister blames state governors for rising out of school children. Inside details of agreements reached to end Ethiopia Tigray crisis. We will hear Africa's youth at COP27. Ethiopia Tigray reached agreement to end hostilities. And lastly, Bauchi farmers count losses as floods wash away farmlands.
Now, some newspaper, soldiers kill 44 terrorists, apprehend 50 in northeast. On hearing recovered vehicles for action, police. NDLEA convicts 3,111, confiscate 420 billion naira drugs. Reps summon heads of security agencies over refusal to buy ammunition from Deacon. Insecurity. Landmine kills two farmers in Kaduna. Kano asks Supreme Court to quash stay of execution order. Anambra CJ releases 10 Onitsha prison inmates. We've delivered on our promises. Adamawa Governor. 7 Otto Dondamawa Governor. 7 Otto Dontist inadequate for 200 million Nigeria. Professor Ize Iyam. Opaseke loves Isako Club 81 committees to development. Rotary Club donates at Agibimbi Primary School. Inaugurates new president, Board of Directors for Lagos West. Truckers tackles GUO's son. Demands 14 million naira over illegal seizure of vehicle. Ganduje best performing Kano governor, Dogowa. Odimakane chere network mekerani son super paging photo. Shetima wants open book. Shetima wants open Boko Haram lies Malaya. Lagos APC campaign committee targets 5 million votes for Tinubu. Nigeria decides 2023. Uzodinma deserves second term. Rigis Uwakwe. Ogunnewe joins Imo Guba race. Ogun PDP Uwakwe. Ogunnewe joins Imo Guba race. Ogun PDP loyalists expel Adebutu, 4 others. With me as president, you will get what's due to you. Tinubu assures Kogi people. Politics of religion may burn Nigeria. We kill once. PDP crisis have moved on. Atiku. How Okowa adds value to PDP presidential ticket. INEC bars new reps from visiting government house. Decides 2023. Youths must brace up to make Obi president. Adebanjo. Okowa explains why Tinubu Obi can't rescue Nigeria. Insists on Atiku. Osun Tribunal admits Beaver's report. Other documents tendered by Oyetola APC. 2023. Ibori, Udualan, Edege, others absent as Delta PDP inaugurates campaign council. Odima na Tribune. Again, Emirates suspend flights to Nigeria. There will be no more, there will be no room for cabal in my government. Article. Drug barons after NDLEA operatives, Mawa, Jigawa, not Bayelsa, lost hit by floods. Federal government. APC to flag off presidential campaign in Jos. I never said Adebanjo is no longer a military leader. Fashoranti. 2023, the Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship kicks against same-faith tickets, money politics. Uniben Don decries that of orthodontist, saying 70 inadequate for over 200 million Nigerians. Civil rights group warns federal government against compromise on procurement laws in Nigeria's cargo tracking. Article in talks with 5 APC governors, campaign organization claims. Design Indaba partners with Google, showcasing Africa creatives through Colors of Africa project. Former PDP women leader Molo others join NNPP in Gombe. Ifeanyi's death. Davido, Chioma getting stronger now. Pastor Adeboyega. Resume work in suffering commuters Resume work in suffering commuters' interest. Jando begs striking Lagos bus drivers. I never threatened to expose Danduji. He is my mentor. Father Ado Dogwa. Ọ dị mma ka anyị gụpụtara gị ozi ndị mmadụ zitere n'ụtụtụ ọbụla. Na WhatsApp, ịgba akwụkwọ si n'aka Chinedu Onyeka. Federal government empowers 300 youths in North Central. Please, how many have been empowered in the East? Hallelujah. Onyeka Nwabuku from Umoji. The discovered poisonous cough syrup should be seriously checkmated by the appropriate authority before it escalates. May God bless everybody. Thank you very much. Ejikwa m akwụkwọ ọzọ si n'aka Polumizu from Onitsha. Federal government paid ASU half salary in October is very bad, but they are putting pepper in a room. I support Nnamdi Kanu for going to Supreme Court for wages. What we are seeing or hearing in Nigeria daily is wonderful. May God help. Ejikwa m akwụkwọ si n'aka Valentine Edene from Igbo. So Atiku knows that Kabara hijacked Nigerian government by saying if he becomes president, he will be the one to be in charge, not Kabars. My question, who are these entities called Kabars? Are they foreigners or local or indigents? Which arm of government do it fall on? Is Nigeria government still holding Canada's money? They should know education is the key. Our youth are doing all kind of evil because of ASU, because ASU is on strike. May God help us. Hallelujah. Chike from Uroji. Nnamdi Kanu takes federal government to Supreme Court, seeks release from detention is a very nice step because no court is the hope, the last hope of common man. Though this continuation of detention after discharge and acquitted means that our judiciary lacks the ethics and qualities of judiciary process. Hallelujah. Na Facebook page eji m akwụkwọ si n'aka Voice of Mbaise and the inauguration of 100,000 SAs by Wike is quite laughable and unbelievable. Where are workers? Whereas workers are gnashing and complaining about their unpaid salary, Wike should understand that nobody remains an island or a champion forever. He should pay workers their salaries because they deserve it. Hallelujah. Dr. Mrs. Uma Olebara from Owerri, paying lecturers half-month salary is the highest insult from this government, and it is not acceptable at all. Adamu doesn't need to be reminded that he failed, and it is woefully. What is he still doing there? Why can't he resign or be fired? Someone who claims that he has failed is still marking time. That's Nigeria for us, where anything goes. Hallelujah, Doctor. Ejikwa m akwụkwọ si n'aka Honorable Osafo This present federal government does not want Western education to thrive, hence citing war reason or another. But whenever kidnappers strike, bullion van will be bullion van will be used to convey money and domestic materials to them, pampering them. Then when shall we get it right? When shall we get it right in this nation? Let them stop truncating the future of our children. The political situation has gone to the level on a daily basis and speaking from both sides of their mouth. Who is the Elijah we are waiting for? Is it to be like a former promise of change by this government, but later pythons and monkeys started swallowing money? Even in Nigeria, sharing of flood disaster palliative is lopsided. Governor Wike should remember when he donated huge sum of money to Sokoto State and how his kinsmen are almost submerged and are sleeping on top of trees. May God help them. Gallery Honorable. Akwụkwọ ọzọ m ji si n'aka okay, eji akwụkwọ si n'aka iwe ka Ifeanyi from Ikemba Ogidi. My take is on the rate of insecurity in this country. Please, let's not discontinuance of the warning by UK. Please, I urge all youth to vote wisely next year. God will see us through in the years to come. Gallery me. Ejikwa m akwụkwọ ọzọ bụ akwụkwọ si n'aka Idoko from Igbo. Shocks over Naira's fall. This government lacks sound economic judgment, which is more important. Strengthening of the Naira and redesigning of the Naira. Depo Idoko from Igbo. Gallery me. Eji m akwụkwọ si n'aka Egbunike Udobi from Achala. Governor Autumn says P2B is preferable than Atiku is true, but let Governor Samuel Autumn back his words with action by mobilizing his Benue people. Dalụrụnne. Ejikwa m akwụkwọ ọzọ si n'aka Maazị Izuogu from Awada. Nnamdi Kanu heading to Supreme Court, a very powerful development. God will prove himself and speak for Nnamdi Kanu. God forbid 210 for Uzodinma in Imo State, and may God continue consoling Davido and Sister Chioma. Dalụrụnne. Iji m akwụkwọ ọzọ bụ akwụkwọ si n'aka Nwafọ Eze akwụkwọ ọzọ bụ akwụkwọ si n'aka Nwafọ Ezofoma Esquire from Awka. It's unfortunate to swift leadership tussle in comments from Afenifere leader Adebayo in U-turn of Fashoranti. Elders like this should live by their bond and honor and never be influenced by political gladiators in divide and rule policy. Also, I support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going to Supreme Court. We are operating different laws for different people. Dalụrụnne Esquire. Ejikwa m akwụkwọ si n'aka Prophet Isaiah. Fashoranti returns is political. There's no place in the world where Kanu case between federal governments will be taken to that Nnamdi Kanu will not be fair in judgment. Therefore, it will be better for Nigeria to stop delaying justice. The more Nigeria delays the case, the more the world sees Nigeria as a country that does not respect the rule of law. One thing is sure, truth must come to light, and Biafra must fall. Atiku said that there will be no cabal in his government. This is a pure lie. How can he convince us as he is from Fulani set of people? He can't deny it. For the mother, members go on WhatsApp, my Facebook, my SMS. I can what are doing music and everything? Why not the Kadamani? Okay, never na the 103.5 FM. I'm going to buy
And I'm Martin.
for the